Restaurant patrons, are growing wary of QR codes on menus, which were once celebrated as a modern convenience for accessing menu items quickly on your smartphone. As a result, many restaurants are returning to traditional paper menus, with surveys revealing that 88% of diners prefer a paper menu over a QR code.
Big number. Does this signal a setback for digital technology? One technology that remains robust is the barcode. Here to discuss this and more is the president and CEO of GS1 US, Bob Carpenter. Bob, good to see you. Before we get into it, are you part of that 88%? Do you prefer a paper menu at a restaurant?
No way. I like the QR code. I'm very familiar. I scroll all the way through my menu, but I have seen some of that information. We're seeing some very different information with the consumer research that we do, that consumers now, 77% of them want more product data when they purchase products, and 79% of those consumers would be more inclined to purchase a product if they had a QR code that linked to other sources of information. And at GS1, we're spending a lot of time combining the QR code with the traditional barcode that we've had for the last 50 years to allow that code to go beep at checkout, but then offer the shopper more information.
Back to that number quickly, the 88% that prefer paper. What does that say about our embrace of technology?
Well, I think, honestly, you have some people that are still reticent to use QR codes in mobile phones for certain instances. And you see that a little bit in the restaurant industry. I think it's also the quality of the experience. Some restaurants use QR codes very effectively. They allow you to see the full menu, and they're able to maximize Ring. But the 88% is still, I think, a function of the user experience, to be honest with you.
50 years of the barcode, that is certainly impressive, Bob. You mentioned integration with QR codes now is on the horizon. What does that integration look like?
Well, it's really trying to make sure that the point of sale machines in the front of the store can operate seamlessly so that we don't double charge the shopper, so everything goes beep at checkout, so that the shopper has an efficient experience and he or she finds what she wants on the shelves. It's also around working with brand owners to make sure that online printing of packaging can go to 2D barcodes, QR codes that we know, in addition to the 1D barcode. Eventually, we see the 1D barcode, the barcode that we've known for 50 years, likely going away, and we'll move to those 2D barcodes.
When this information is scanned, does the consumer get any additional information from a combined barcode and a QR code?
Well, this is really the opportunity. Today, as I mentioned previously, 79% of shoppers in some research that we've done want more information about the products they purchase. Perhaps they want to understand, is it organic? Where has the product been sourced? Heaven forbid, has there been a recall on those products? And that's a discussion that the brand owner can have directly with the shopper to provide a better experience. And that's why we think, in addition to going to beep at checkout, those QR codes powered by GS1 that combine the benefits of seamless checkout with more information for the shopper is going to be a big opportunity.
All right, you mentioned the 2D barcode. How does that differ for the shopping experience for the consumer?
It's really not from a checkout perspective. It's going to work the exact same way, and this is the facilitation that the GS1, which is a global standards body, is doing, working in partnership with retailers, with solution providers, with brand owners to make sure that that QR code technology works well at point of sale, but offers all that added information for the shopper as well. And we've set a deadline of 2027, what we're calling Sunrise 2027, where we expect retailers to be ready to scan QR codes exclusively if brand owners decide that's the only code they want to put on their package after that date.
Interesting. Any concerns with tracking when it comes to a combined barcode and QR code that consumers need to know about?
No more concerns than what any QR code has on today. When you scan a QR code in a retail establishment at your home for recipe information, to participate in a sweepstakes that may be out there on a certain brand, that information is already available by the brand owner. They can look at those clicks. And honestly, there's a value add for you as a shopper because they can market to you on a more personalized basis. If you're concerned about privacy, then don't scan on that QR code once you leave the store.
The QR code has enabled all of us to use self-checkout essentially everywhere we go, whether it's the grocery store or the airport. Do you have any data about how much we've transformed to self-checkout?
I don't have those statistics off the top of my head. I know that that trend is continuing to progress. Part of the concern that retailers have is around shrink, which has been a big topic in the retail industry. I'm sure you're both aware of that. Yeah. But self-checkout is getting better and better and more secure for the brand owners and retailers that are happening. And I think consumers like the agency of being able to control the process, move through the line as quickly as possible, making sure everything is accurately scanned because they scan it and there's no opportunity to mischarge the shopper. So we see this trend only continuing in shopping.
Bob, how do you quantify the business case for this technology?
Well, I mean, the business case is really around being able to provide better product safety, better traceability, better visibility as to where the product is going all the way through the supply chain. One of the benefits of barcodes, 1D barcodes or 2D barcodes, is in essence, they're machine readable data that allows that data to be used to track inventory, to provide better inventory in the store. So what we want is where we want it on the shelf, manage pricing, and as I mentioned previously, also for better product safety in the event that there's a recall for a product. So that benefit is really it really promotes a better, more secure supply chain for any of the products that we buy.
50 years, Bob. Congratulations of the barcode. It's impressive to see. That's Bob Carpenter, President and CEO of GS1 US.